What is up, you guys? I haven't been here in a while, but today we're going to be going over the Black Widow movie. This is going to be my official full review of the movie. A few things I want to say is most of the things I'm going to talk about mostly has Taskmaster in it because he's the main villain of the movie. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to go over a few scenes here, and then I'm going to give my honest thoughts at the end. Okay, obviously this scene is where he is sliding down a wall on the Red Room and that big fight scene in the air. Now, this scene is very cool in my opinion. The only thing that ruined it for me was obviously the big reveal of Taskmaster's identity. I'm talking about that more later in my honest thoughts, but just want to go over this scene, and it's pretty cool. It just ruined it after they shown the identity of Taskmaster. Okay, so this next scene right here is very amazing. I love this so much. It's my favorite scene in the movie, and the last scene was going to be my favorite scene in the movie, but the way they ruined Taskmaster just didn't do it for me at the end. So let's get into it. Okay, so the next one we got up here is very amazing. I just love this whole fighting sequence. The way the flips were done, how this man was just copying moves. Like, she did this, he did the exact same thing. That was just crazy to me. And then, yeah, that was awesome. Well, he just did that little spin was absolutely amazing. Like, this whole fighting sequence was just awesome. I just love this whole fighting sequence. It's very awesome. And the way he just kicks off a bridge naturally, which is awesome. Okay, so this next scene here, it was pretty cool, but it wasn't the best, since this is when we got the reveal of the identity of Taskmaster. And now we know that she is a girl. I really didn't like it, but we'll get into that after the last scene that I just wanted to show you and explain about for the review. Okay, so we reached the last scene of the thing that I want to talk about. And this fight was amazing if they didn't change Taskmaster, if you know what I mean. But now let's get into my honest thoughts now that we've gone through the scenes I wanted to talk about. Okay, so let's go over some of my thoughts. Overall, the movie was really good. I think the pacing was maybe a little messed up, but otherwise the fighting, the action, the plot, really good. Obviously the characters were amazing. And I'm also going to talk about Taskmaster, the way they just kind of ruined him. I didn't like how they did that. In the comics, he is a man. And I'm still kind of confused why they changed that about him. But it's probably because of copyright or something, or they just wanted to change it for the plot. I didn't really care. It just didn't really stick out to me as good as other people. But another thing I want to talk about was some of the new characters introduced, aka Yelena, or whatever. That's how you pronounce it. Amazing performance. I love the actor. And the beginning of the plot was kind of confusing at first, but then I got it once they started explaining it through the movie. But another thing I wanted to talk about was how they changed Taskmaster's backstory and character, also gender. I did not like how in the main comic books and animated TV shows and video games he was a boy, and in a Marvel movie he was a girl. I'm not trying to be sexist here. I'm just saying they should have made him a boy in this movie because he is naturally a boy. He's normally a boy from the comics, video games, and animated TV shows. But all that aside for now, I really did like the jokes, and I also really did like the action. The action was really good. It's more realistic than other movies that I've seen this year, and that's what I enjoy about it. But everything was good. The ending battle, the boss battle of the movie was pretty good. The post-credit scene was absolutely amazing. I loved it. Can't wait for them to make another movie. But The only thing I really didn't like was the way they did Taskmaster in this movie. They didn't make him pretty as cool as he was in the comics and stuff. They didn't make him like that. They made him, to me, he was more menacing when they didn't show his identity. And that's not because it's a girl. It's because he's naturally a boy, and yeah, that's about all for Taskmaster. But overall, this movie was very good. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun movie to watch. I laughed a lot. I felt like it was pretty good. The time was pretty good, 2 hours and 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, my overall rating is a 9.5. Obviously, the only thing I don't like about the movie is how they changed Taskmaster into a girl because he's naturally a boy. But, I think you should really check this movie out. It was very nice. I enjoyed it a lot. You can watch it in theaters right now or on Disney Plus, I think for $30 for Premiere Access. But, you reached the end of the video. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next one.